the birth of a sustainable seaweed industry came about in an effort to provide a supplemental source of income for our stakeholders and eventually an alternative. So one where they could also generate an income from seaweeds. We work closely with government, the Belize Fisheries Department, with Beltrade, TASA, the Turneffe Atoll Sustainability Association, the Belize Women Seaweed Farmers Association here in Placencia, in an effort to develop a sustainable seaweed industry.
I think what inspired me personally and a lot of the ladies is just the need to have a year-round income. It's also something that we're all capable of doing. And I think that we brought something to the industry and seaweed farming that was needed.
Seaweed farming is something that has been done globally. It is not new to us in Belize. We've been harvesting it from the wild for years, but cultivating it, it is something, I don't want to say new, but is a practice that with the right research and the right approach to developing this industry, we will ensure that it has a minimal to no effect, but more so a regenerative effect to the ecosystems within the marine environment. Seaweed the farms is known to be a nursery habitat for reef fish, for commercial species such as lobsters, and also out in Turneffe, the area where the one specific seaweed farm is, there is known for also conch within that area. So from the work and from the research we've been doing, we have recorded, we have seen that seaweed farms play an integral role in juvenile species that later on inhabit the reef in their adult part of their life cycle.
We grow seaweed on 50 by 50 foot plots, and they are in between 5 and 10 feet of water, and they're sunken down.
We've also developed a training curriculum, a training manual jointly with our partners, the Placencia Cooperative. So that document is a public document. We're in the process of refreshing it, updating it, and not only for it to be used here in Belize, but we're also looking at having that information available for other Caribbean countries that have similar environmental conditions as us and can utilize a seaweed mariculture industry within to provide it as a supplemental source for their stakeholders as well.
Changing Taste has been working for about a decade to support the Nature Conservancy's work to create food products and livelihoods for people who live close to the ocean and rely on it not only for their food, but for their jobs. When we were invited to come to Belize to work with the Golden Seaweed Project here, we of course said yes.
The objective is to work with freshly harvested seaweeds, also look at working with processed seaweeds that has been dried, seaweed that has been turned into powder, all to develop possible value-added products from seaweed. The intent is to produce a Belizean product, but a Belizean product that would entice foreign markets as well. Seaweeds are being used as a thickening agent. It's a superfood. It's considered highly nutritious. There is a member of the Belize Women Seaweed Farmers Association that is making capsules, like diet supplements from powdered seaweed. She's putting it into capsules, and you could ingest it.
So we're looking at both the health benefits of eating seaweed, which is good for anti-inflammatory reasons, and also may help with things like blood pressure and weight maintenance. We're also looking at what the seaweed as an ingredient that affects texture through that gelling power can mean in terms of making all foods healthier by replacing synthetic additives. So we're looking at two ways and two different markets that golden seaweed can become of our beverages, ice creams and other frozen desserts, smoothies, and then also things like savory foods, the types of sauce, stock, and bouillon concentrates that people buy and are often a source of high salt and trans fats, which are also not good for our heart.
I fortunately worked in the Caribbean, and I remember them eating a thing called sea moss. They call it sea moss. And then I saw the product, and that's when I brought it together, the edible seaweed. So throughout the Caribbean and in Belize, the number one way that we consume seaweed is we make it into a gel. I'm realizing as a chef, I can substitute these pectins and gelatins with seaweed. So much so that, again, one of our favorite flavors of ice cream in Belize is soursop ice cream. So I use this soursop. I put coconut milk, which is then naturally vegan friendly, vegetarian, no dairy, and some seaweed gel. We drank that. It is delicious. A little bit of nutmeg. Put it in the freezer. It comes like an ice cream. So now I'm starting to play with the seaweed. So the future of Belize's cuisine is beautiful. The sky is the limit. We will change tastes while keeping tradition.